Hey, welcome everyone. This is Peace at Work again. Unfortunately, bringing you another case of workplace violence with domestic violence spilling over into the workplace. This event happened in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to flip my screen over so you can take a look at the event. As you can see, at a Visionworks in Nashville, Tennessee, a man, the picture's not available right here, but it is on our Rampage report document, walked into the workplace, had a brief discussion with his ex-girlfriend. As she turned away, he shot her multiple times. Another coworker was shot as well, at which point he fled. When he was later pulled over or approached by law enforcement officers, he put the gun to himself. He did survive that self-inflicted wound and hopefully be able to face justice later. A couple of notes just I want to point out about this case is that there was a restraining order against this individual. The victim, I don't know if the incident happened on July 2nd, but on July 2nd he was arrested for the assault on the woman, at which point he spent 12 days in prison, and he also received the domestic violence restraining order. Another incident while we're looking at his criminal history is the previous charges, including having carrying a firearm as a felon. He received that felony due to a manslaughter charge when he was 19. He killed someone charged with criminal homicide, but it was pled down to manslaughter. I'm not sure about the number of years he spent out of the 15 that he was sentenced to, but he was out, engaged in this relationship, and it ended in yet another murder. Let me pop back to myself here, and I just want to emphasize the issue around preventing these issues. Let me address one question. The whole point about restraining orders, do they work or not? I've got this funny little saying where we say restraining orders work against those that will work against. Someone who has this criminal history, who's demonstrated non-compliance with the law, and then there might be other factors that requires further investigation that would lead to you to believe that he wouldn't care about the restraining order. One factor is, of course, he killed himself. He's not concerned about violating the restraining order if he was perhaps planning to kill himself anyway. The other important factor I want to really address is how employers can take a role in this. I am hoping, and it's unknown, I can do a little more digging, that possibly the employer knew about the pending restraining order. Hopefully that the victim told the employer so they could have put in some possible security measures. Now that's pretty broad, whether we're talking about hiring off-duty officers, arming employees, putting up gates and locks, things like that. It's very difficult in retail service establishments to secure them because the whole point is to bring in the public. Other ideas is to put the victim in a safer place, maybe taking a leave of absence, working from home, other creative alternatives, maybe if there's another Visionworks where they could have transferred. By no means, I'm not in any way implying any fault of the employer. I know just as much from the article as anyone else who've read that. But the point is, something could have been done because it was clearly a threat. Given its violent history, the fact that the victim was scared enough to get the restraining order, we knew they were in danger, and these things could be prevented. If we can work together, join me for my other webinars, for other programs that we do, read my materials at the peaceatwork.org site, and what we could do is we could help prevent these things from occurring again. Let's work together to prevent this. Peace out.